Hello, we've returned for more Imperator. We're still playing Thrace, of course, and it has been, well, a significant amount of time. We had to spend a lot of time consolidating. Of course, Lysimachus was basically at death's door when we last left off. His son has now taken power, Agathocles, who's now 53 years old. Took rule quite when he was in his mid-40s, I think, thereabouts, and has ruled for about 10 years. We spent a lot of time integrating our vassals. We had a lot of vassals over here. We had to sit and get provincial loyalty up, start getting some religious conversions, start building some cities, and of course deal with the Gitte problem. We had to deal with that. They were our vassal, but they kept raiding us anyways, so we went ahead and, well, you know, took care of the problem permanently. Other than that, it was just building up cities, getting our economy in order, and preparing for what's about to come. Because, well, the Seleucids have exploded into the Persian revolt, and we also went ahead and manually fabricated claims on Amathia here in Macedon. We have claims on these 3 provinces, I believe. And just the 2, but we're going to take at least 3 anyways. Because we need to assert our dominance in Asia Minor. That is the mission tree we are now on. We're not doing these ones that would release vassals. We're just bypassing that. We need to consolidate the Asian gains, which means we need to take all this land here from the Persian revolt. We needed to take all these guys down here. We need to take all of Galatia, and we need to take part of Pontus. Then we will be able to activate, start getting on the way to consolidating and taking Cappadocia. So, my plan is to declare war on the Persian revolt first. Yes, they have some allies. They're client states. None of them are very strong, though. And even though we've integrated all of our client states, we have our 10,000 man strong Royal Guard. We went ahead and hired 2 mercenary armies. And we have a decent amount of levies that we can call up from our different provinces. Just here in Asia Minor, we've got this 2,500 man levy, another 2,000 man levy, and more we could call in from our provinces over here if we need to. But I think we need to strike while the proverbial iron is hot. All right, the wars of the Diadochi are over. Now it's the wars of the successors. And we are going to kick it off by declaring for Phrygia Minoris and calling in our ally Epirus. I want you to move up to there. I want you to go for this provincial capital. I want you to see if you can rush straight for the pass here. If we can block this off, they're not going to be able to get troops in from the east. We're going to go ahead and at least call up our Asian levies. At the very least here. Let's call them up and... Now, actually, I'm going to have you move over here, and I'm going to have you come up to block this fort. So we can have some backline forces ready to react quickly in case they manage to squeeze an army in here somewhere. Send the big boys to do the sieging. You move up to here. Alright, that's one provincial capital down. Let's keep it moving. We need to seize the initiative. Alright, that's one stack wipe. Well, we gotta make sure to occupy cities and provincial capitals first. We've raised another little babby army here. So we're gonna have to go and attack that with the mercenaries. It's gonna run away. Ah! See if we can catch them. The mercenaries just ain't quite fast enough. Well, that's fine. Do this the old-fashioned way. Alrighty. These guys are such a pain to catch. They're such a pain to catch. Just let me kill you. Just let me stomp you into the ground. Just let me get silly with it. Let's see if we can trap them here. Oh, one of our admirals died. Yeah, normally I'd want to give it to someone actually qualified for the position, but their family is looking a little scorned, so give it to some dolt with like 2 martial. This isn't a naval war, this is a land war in Asia. Alright, there we go. Managed to stack wipe it. Now we just gotta wait out this this siege. We did well in the Olympics. Woohoo. Whoop-de-doo. I would like to take this gap right here as well. We can deal with a little bit of aggressive expansion. We're at 0, alright? We had to sit here and bleed out aggressive expansion for quite a while. Then we want to make moves on Macedon. We managed to snipe one little province out from under them. This province here, Chalkidiki. We managed to snipe that out from under them when they had a revolt, when they were still the Antigonid Kingdom, and then they switched to just being Macedon, though they're still the Antigonids. Though it appears they are getting beat up currently by the Greeks, which is very nice. We want to, take the position of hegemon over the Greeks. But Asia Minor was calling first. Alright, that siege is done. Go ahead and move on and send you over here to occupy this, because it's technically a provincial capital. We can move you back up. I'm still slightly worried that they might bring armies back from the main body of their territory here. Oh, excellent. From their main body of territory to contest us. Hence why I'm being very cautious to move up our mercenaries and our legion, our royal guard. Excuse me. And speaking of such, there they are. Though it seems to be mostly, it is all levies. All levies versus professional soldiers. Pathetic. No, they don't want a pitched battle. So we'll convince them. Oh, what a time to get advances. Martial advances first. We'll take elite recruitment standards, because we want to rush down for cohorts and promotion through valor, so that we can eventually switch our law to be able to raise a standing army from each one of our provinces. Especially now that we have several quite populous provinces. I was kind of hoping we would just catch that 2K there. They're holding them. They might not win it, but oh nope, we got it. We got them, ladies and gentlemen. We got them. Push up. Secure the next set of choke points. Now that we really have the momentum, we need to ensure that we keep it. Now, about those advances. We got our next civic advance as well. As I did in the Arsica playthrough, I am rushing for urban planning and rural planning. Just as before, we're using the mod that allows you to take both of them. Oh, we lost one of our honey import sources. Well, I'll just have to internally import it, and then we've got one more. We could grab some cloth. Go ahead and get the bonus from that for oratory tech investment. Beautiful, beautiful. We'd love to see it. Go ahead and... How many? Alright. We should be able to win this handily. Beat that one stat, get in there and reinforce. Come on. Oh, it took too long. Took too long. Oh, and they're locked in. Damn it. It's the failure spiral. That's fine. These guys can just retreat and regroup. Those are both mercenary armies, so... I'm really not that concerned with losing a little bit of them. As long as we can hold this choke point and continue to hold the war goal of Phrygia Minoris, then we're golden. Who requires a wife? Ptolemaeus Alcimicid. Alright. Once again, I've got nothing but old ladies, and... yeah, literally nothing but old ladies. Well, buddy, I hope you like cougars, because we're giving you a 44-year-old wife. Hope you're cougar maxing, buddy. Where are you? Where are you going? I thought you were just retreating to... here. Jeez. Alright, let's get ready to give him the business. Give him the business. Alright, they're committing. Come on, get it. Get in there, reinforcements. Get in there. It's kind of a toss-up at this point. I think we're winning. I think we're winning the battle. Oh yeah, we're definitely won this one. Well, not to say that our army's in great shape from it, but we won, and we wiped out half of their army. Oh god, they only went that far? Well, send the mercenaries as a delaying action, I guess. What in the hell is wrong with them? Alright, well, we lost the one band of mercenaries. But we've got money. We can hire these guys. Like, hey, are you ready for the death war? You ready for a death war? We're gonna decline the offer. We're gonna hold out for something better. Alright. Eupolamid family still wants more positions. Do we have any legate positions available in the Legion? We do not. But we could replace this guy with a Eupolamid. There we go. Problem solved. Problem solved. Alright, let's scout ahead with the mercenaries again. While we give the Legion, the Thrakiketaxis, time to recover. Don't tell me they just completely retreated from the pass here. That'd be silly of them. That would be extremely silly of them. Yeah, they're spamming me with peace offers. They're scared. They feel now fear. Let the mercenaries do the heavy lifting for now. Because I would like to, if possible, take a lot of territory this war. If I could secure up to this bottleneck right here, that would be excellent. It will be horrible border gore for a while, but it would be absolutely excellent. Now let's see if they would accept that. They would. And I honestly don't care about your subjects. Just give me all that territory. Good. Now we can get rid of the mercs. You're no longer needed. We can disband the levies. And have you station yourself somewhere a little closer to home. And we'll go ahead and assign a decent governor to our 2 new provinces. Excellent. You love the look of it. Love the look of it. It's absolutely horrible border gore, but it won't be that way for long. Trust me. Trust me. Now, we're going to take Hermes as our omen for national freeman happiness. It's quit asking me for access, guys. Come on. Now, do we have claims? No, we need to fabricate a claim for Phrygia Minoris. Against the Galatians. Though we're not just gonna take Phrygia Minoris, we're gonna take it all. We're going to take it all. With the Macedonians kind of being in a little bit of a crisis right now and how much aggressive expansion we have, I don't want to immediately just chain war against the Macedonians. We'll let them get beat down for a while. They're having a bad time. We're having a good time. Alright. We've worked the politics of the area in our favor. We've played everyone against each other. It was a long diplomatic road to get the relations of all these little minor Greek Asia Minor states to accept vassalization and then accept integration, and of course to get the relations up of all our client states and feudatories we had up here, to get them integrated, also took quite a while and quite a lot of money. Though luckily, money now, unlike last episode, is something we are making a lot of. Good, good, good. Now, of course, we're going to just have to immediately start putting a lot of these states on religious conversion. I know, buddy, you want to make money off of this, but I'll take the tiny bit of tyranny and lose a little bit of political influence to begin to set this house in order. Alright, because we're going at probably after the Galatians next. And then... Oh, all these import requests. Don't mind if I do. So, we're going to... Actually, probably... We'll see once our boy gets to his location here. We can now start building roads. Though, of course, we're going to have to let money build up a little bit for that. And we got a lot of land very quickly. So we're not going to need to build a road every now and then, but not go nuts on it at first. Though, of course, eventually I want to have all these major cities around Asia Minor and the Hellespont connected, as well as connected to the cities we've been building in our northern territories to begin, you know, really integrating them into our empire. So since we're just getting started here, and probably a good start would likely be to get road built down here and then to down here. And then we're gonna sit on this for a while and build up and wait for that claim to fabricate for the Galatians. Alright, we still want to do a little more build up. However, we got our next religious advance, which means we can take prescribed canon. And now we can change our conversion law. We can take religious conversion and speed that up quite a bit, but I usually like to take cultural dissemination because, well, culture conversion takes a lot longer. We've been building great temples and libraries in most of the places, that we've conquered, so religious conversion is actually going quite quickly. It's culture conversion that needs the little boost, and we're almost done connecting the road system a little bit in Asia Minor here. Unlike with Arsica, where it cost us almost 50 to construct a single road, it just costs 10, and we're almost making that per month. So it's a lot cheaper and easier for us to build our big system of roads that we want to be able to move armies quickly across. To be able to move armies quickly across our nation. Excuse me. Got distracted by the event. Now, I think we're going to take just a couple more months to save up some money. We're going to grab some mercenaries as we did last time. And we're going to go ahead and go in on the Galatians, considering we got one claim on them and we are currently fabricating another. Oh, yeah, through some sort of exchange, we ended up with this province down here. And I keep forgetting we have it. But we'll wait and save up, and then we'll come back when we're ready to declare war. Alright. We're just about ready to kick the war off. We've had our boys drilling over here. We hired 2 bands of mercenaries to deal with Apulia, the ally of Galatia, and we're going to raise the levies here in Asia as well. Just to make sure we got everything nice and secure like. I'll take the stability and the extra tech investment. Yes, please. Yes, please. And then we're going to go ahead and declare the war. We have claims on Phrygia Minoris and Maioris, but we're also going to take Phrygia Pauria and Lacaionia in the war. And what a perfect time to get an advance. In Oratory, we are pushing for proportional agreements, and I would like to take the aggressive expansion impact, as we have been, well, we've been getting a lot of aggressive expansion. Group of soldiers belonging to the army commanded by Polypericon has, while stationed on a peaceful deployment, absconded in order to pillage Maros. Damn. That's crazy. Why would you do that, bro? I think you're getting a little too silly with it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and start the war. We're going to make Phrygia Minoris the war goal. We're calling in Epirus. They're calling in Apulia. I'll try and rush down some of the important stuff here. I think all their troops are probably up here. Dealing with the war that they were having. Which apparently they're still at war. Apparently they are still at war. Nope, they got their troops back here. And they are about to get what we call the business. Well, we lost the initial battle, but there'll be no match for us in the actual battle against our actual standing army here. Even though they outnumber us here. Even though they outnumber us here, it don't really matter too much. The battle is ours. We won. Now, of course, they still have decent numbers, so we gotta be on guard here. Our imports got a little messed up by the war. That's perfectly okay. What about cloth? Oop. One hit of the escape key too many. Teehee. Yeah, just go to occupy their capital. Like we did with the Apulians. And we will catch them here for sure. Yes. We catch the Apulians in a battle in which we should absolutely blow them out. We did, and we actually stack wiped them. Excellent. Couldn't have done it better myself. Now, let's just try and rush down these provincial capitals and catch their army again. Which I think we're gonna have to try and catch them here. Nope. They're on low morale. We could definitely whoop them if we catch them now. We catch them now, it's all Jover. Come on, catch him. Okay, well, even better, honestly. Even better to catch them kind of dispersed here. Oh, very unfortunate that I didn't let my big army catch him and we kind of just got that levy wiped. Not very cash money at all. Alright, I'm gonna let them spread themselves out foolishly. Let's check in on how things are going over here. As expected, honestly. As expected. I want to make sure that they can't relieve the siege of Sonata. Well, good thing they finished the siege of Sonata then. There we go, we caught them. Or at least the larger half of them. Beat them in a decisive battle here. Well, chase them down a little bit for harassing action and deal with these guys who have squirted off into our territory for some reason, when their own territory is getting blown out. And we're taking the mercenaries into the hills after them, up here in the northern front. Oh, they got themselves caught in a siege. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. Well, I know you want a wife, but the only wives that are available right now are like 70 years old. I don't think you want it as much as you think you do. Unless that's just your thing, man. But I'm gonna question it a little bit. Good, this will be another decisive victory. Boom. Now, are they gonna take? Oh, I've got to occupy this one little province to get them to peace out now. Massive pain in the ass. Oh, geez, either way, that guy has crap loyalty. Luckily we have the orator trait, so we can quote-unquote persuade him. There we go, we stack wiped their other army. Epirus wants to import iron. You can do that, buddy. You can do that. I got this big old navy, why don't I just, you know, actually block them off from doing anything? They get locked in there, you fool. You absolute buffoon. Love to see it. Love to see it. Now, let's get that quick wipe and go home victorious. Oh, we got another military tradition. Excellent. Excellent. We're going to go ahead and take a gamma for heavy cavalry and light cavalry discipline. We're using heavy cav. except in our levies. But still, either way, it's a good modifier either way. Oh, beautifully timed. Alright, I'm gonna send you home. We're gonna occupy this, and then we are going to piece this war out. Boom. War pretty much won. There we go. Just give me all that territory. Why is it... Ugh. We're gonna fix that real quick while we get everything put back together. We're gonna go ahead and solve whatever the hell happened here. And then, oh yes, we can't forget to disband our mercenaries. Till next time, gentlemen. And then we're gonna sit and consolidate a little more, and then maybe think about doing our war against Pontus for the land that we need to take from them, which would be these two provinces right here. So, we will be back, likely, fairly momentarily. Alright, we're ready for war. We've hired some mercenaries, raised up some of our levies here in Asia Minor, and we're going in on Pontus. We're going to make Phrygia Ulterioris the war goal. We can't call Epirus into this one, but they have no allies. So it shouldn't be too much of a bother. Make our initial movements here. See how long it takes us to find a Pontican army. Alright, well, we got a martial advance around the same time here. So we're going to take veteran reassignment, so that next martial advance we can take cohorts. Beautiful. Love to see it, love to see it. Alright. First army of Pontus that we've encountered. Good swift little victory there, and holding them away from our besieging forces. Go ahead and keep up our sieging and occupying. Disloyal people will deal with that later. Even though that means one of our levies is just going to be running around doing his own damn thing. Just running around doing his own dang thing, huh? That's what gets you killed. Well, speaking of getting you killed, though that was the one that was loyal. That's fine. We can lift the siege and go deal with these guys with our mercs. So we got 3 sieges that are gonna take a hot minute. Yeah, mercs should absolutely trounce these guys. As long as we successfully catch them here, yes. levied troops are... Those levied troops are best used just for occupying. Or reinforcing larger battles. Good. So far, every battle has been a fairly easy victory. And we imprisoned the governor of Phrygia. That's always very cash money. We've still got all of our legates, though, so good. Good. We'll take the stability hit for that one. Let's go and occupy some of those other provincial capitals while we wait for these sieges. Oh, lovely, and a civic advance. Take De Architectura. That will further reduce the cost of building roads, which really still isn't much for us. I feel bad for those levies, but they're about to get sacrificed. Ripping pepperonis. Jabronis. But you bought time for... Oh, no, they made it out of there. They managed to retreat it out of there. Good job, boys. You held them long enough for the mercs to get in. Need you guys to continue going and occupying random province capitals out here. See if you could maybe rush down Sunout. That's where Diogenes came from. Oh no. That's their big army. But you finish up the siege with haste. And how about you? Get off that siege as well. We need to confront this big Pontic army. Yeah, I kind of figured that would be a wipe. Okay, good. We finished sieging Ankara. They outnumber us by quite a lot here, but it's looking to be in our favor. And we've got at least some levy troops coming to reinforce, though they'll be a minute. Oh yeah, they absolutely getting bodied. They lost 5,000 men in the Battle of Malos. And now half of their country's occupied. Pathetic. So you can get back to sieging. You can go back to occupying. And you are going to go hunt down armies. Oh, we finished a city. Oh, yes. I decided to make this a city so that we could stop having it have food problems quite so often. Spend a decent amount of our money there and move right along. Ooh, excuse me. Did not mean to jerk it around there. This war has gone... I mean, it's had a few small hiccups, of course, but that's any war. That's any war. Actually, just rush down their capital. Just do a little silly. Just do a little bit of a silly. Alright, there we go. That siege is won. Now let's try and snipe this army. You are not going to get there in time, buddy. Once again, the levies are the ones sacrificing themselves, not the mercs. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and oh boy, our researchers are dying off like crazy. Yeah, import some more gemstones, why not? Why not? And the governor of Asia also decided to kick the bucket. It's fine, we'll put someone young and ready to take charge in there. I get that culture converting, buddy. In a decade or two, we want this to be mostly Macedonian culture. Oof. Some general unrest. See if we can catch these guys. I'm sure they're going to try and come down this way. Will we catch them there? Looks like it. And we'll catch them on quite low morale as well. Good. Good. Now head for their capital. Hopefully they'll get done with the siege of Sesamos soon. Hopefully. Keyword. We just don't move as dang fast as some of them smaller armies. Alright. Siege of Sesamos is done. Have them approach Sinope from the other side. Or maybe catch this army, if we're lucky. Good, good, please fall right into my trap. Looks like a couple quick wipes here of them retreating into their capital that we just occupied. All of them perished horribly. They perished horrible deaths. And that's, well, that's the war, pretty much. It's just mopping up now. It's just mopping up these little runners here. More stability, always good. Sosthenids. Want to make sure we're keeping people happy by giving the right families the right positions. All right. Now I think that should be enough to piece this out. Yeah, 99 war score. I wasn't really looking at the war score this whole time. we are going to take... I think that would make a nice border. There we go. Now we can stand down all of our levies. And our mercenaries. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love to see it. Oop, we actually accidentally left our army over there. Oopsie daisies. Now all we will need to take for consolidate the Asian gains is to finish off this area in here, which we will probably do either in between recordings or the next one, depending on if anything's interesting. If there's like massive alliances in here or something like that. Okay, there's a decent amount of alliances and stuff in there, so we will probably do that in the next episode before we decide to go in on Macedon to expand our influence into Greece proper, into, well, Macedon proper and Greece proper, into Thessaly. But for now, I think that's a good spot to leave off. We gained a lot. We got very close to completing our Asia Minor mission tree and getting Pontic hegemony in the Anatolian Peninsula here. But we've got a lot more to do. We rose from just having this little bit of Thrace here to getting concessions in Asia Minor from Antigonus, and also taking some vassals in this area, to dealing with our northern barbarians and eventually conquering and integrating them slowly but surely. Now we've done a massive military campaign into Asia Minor, taken a massive amount of territory that's going to need to be integrated. I mean, the road system here is looking pretty good, but can be improved. And then, of course, in the in-between here, I'm going to probably start the road system through our actual capital area and a bit into our northern area so that we can more easily move troops around in there. But, like I said, for now, that is going to be all. Thanks everybody for coming by. Be sure to leave a like, maybe even a comment, and maybe even subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.